Hello my friends, new video today, and this time we are going to be talking yet again about Illuvium. And you may think, why is this guy talking about Illuvium yet again? He's only just talked about his recent strategy and the ILV token, and that is because, boom, Illuvium went down 15% in a matter of just pretty much hours or minutes. We've seen the token price will go from $52 to just about 44.7. That's about it, to be precise. It has been at 44.73, and that's just a very tiny amount that we've been seeing recently, uh, at least according to Illuvium's historic market value. I mean, if you just look at it, if you wouldn't know that this were to be Illuvium that I'm showing you right now, if I were to cover all these things, you may as well think of this as a shitcoin. Totally possible, however, don't take this comment too seriously. Well, first of all, you may think what happened, and you probably already have heard of it. The crypto exchange has pretty much crashed. FTX has been pretty much burned to the ground, you could say it like that. Binance played a huge role into it. I'll make a separate video about it, and that has pretty much led to a huge bull and bank run, basically a huge bank run. And ever since then, you can see, you just look at the 24-hour development and the biggest tokens to exist. You can see the majority of tokens have at least crumbled about 10%, some even 20, 30, 40, 50%. And here we're not talking about shitcoins, we're talking about the biggest coins to exist. This is a list of the biggest cryptocurrencies by market capitalization, and seeing a 10, 20, 30% movement in all of these crypto tokens is just huge. It just shows that there's currently a lot of distrust in cryptocurrencies, which is of course being led by the FTX crash. So that's definitely to expected, but it's just huge movement, and of course it's going to be transferring onto the altcoins as well, which I myself count Illuvium to as well, at least since it's been not even in the 100 ranks of crypto tokens. Right now it's at, oh yeah, it's 271, so it's by far not as big as it has been at its peak. But naturally, that's just a thing that happens in the bear market, and it's quite obvious that Illuvium is going to be sold off as well when you see big cryptocurrencies like ETH and obviously Bitcoin, Binance, etc., just being sold off, right? Like that's just the thing that happens. So um, should this make you exchange your strategy in Illuvium token to something else? Well, obviously not. At least that's not something I would do. You can, of course, you can rethink and reevaluate your strategy. However, I personally, I would try to look from an outward perspective, just try to find some sort of outward view on the ILV coin and on other coins in the crypto market. I myself haven't really been that much involved in crypto for pretty much the remaining last 30 to 40 days. I've been very busy with work and pretty much my stocks. I do a lot of stock trading and stock investing, so that's what pretty much occupied my time for a long while, as there have been huge movements. But now I see this all these movements being transferred to the crypto exchange, crypto markets, etc., and I just see all these crypto projects being shot to the ground. And obviously there'll be some that are going to be having a harder time to recover than others. And obviously, I feel Illuvium could be one of the projects that have an easier time to recover, as it really doesn't have to do anything with Illuvium at all. I mean, obviously, Illuvium is also a crypto token, but that's pretty much as far as it goes, right? Like, there's no real connection to Illuvium and FTX, and there's no real connection to Illuvium and a currency that is somehow attached to any kind of crypto market exchange. So, I mean, obviously, you could think, oh, maybe I should sell my BNB. Maybe, I don't know, I should swap my Cardano for something else. Okay, that's cool. Uh, that's fine, or your Solana or whatever. Okay, I get it. Maybe you would like to reevaluate, especially since Solana has been tanking pretty much 45 to 50% in just 7 days. Wait, where is it? Yeah, even here it has already been 37%. And I think it has, if you just look at the heights and its lows, you can see an even bigger movement. Yeah, you can see it here. So you can pretty much see 50% price decrease for Solana in just a reminder of days. If you've bought Solana 1 year ago, you've pretty much made a 90% loss, and that's really for a token that's in the top 10 or has been at the top 10 of crypto projects, which is just insane if you just think about it, right? So anyway, this video is not about Solana, it's not about Bitcoin, and it's not about BNB. This one is about Illuvium. I personally, um, if you're fond of the project, if you've done your research, if you really think that Illuvium is going to be the next thing for you, then obviously you could try to invest now, build a first position, or maybe buy your second or third tranche of ILV token. All depends on your strategy. If your strategy is to buy once per month, then surely you should just follow that around and maybe buy 1st of December next time or whatever is the day that where you buy your monthly amount of ILV. So stick to your strategy. Now definitely is a pretty decent entry point in case you haven't been in the project already, or maybe a second buyer opportunity if your buy-on price is significantly higher. I've only ever gotten one tranche of ILV token so far, just like 5 ILV I think, so I might actually get a few more very, very soon, since I do feel this project may actually profit off of the FTX crash, as it's just going to make the ILV price much more attractive to us as the buyers, and obviously all those people who have lots of ILV, which they got from the private sale or uh, early opportunities for much lower buying prices, which was maybe at like $3. Those people will get much less for their ILV, which is actually a good thing for us, as we can pick it up for a much lower price and get away with it, basically, right? Like, so it's actually a good thing for us, at least if you count yourself to the people that would like to get an entry point to be a long-term investor into this project. So I personally, I'll probably going to use this opportunity. Can't tell if it's going to be soon or at a later point in time. However, I do fear the project currently it's nearing a very attractive market capitalization. Already found a 60 to be a good entry point, but now we are already seeing a 47 for ILV, which is a current market cap of 76 million, which would actually be great if that would be the fully diluted valuation, but obviously it's not, since there haven't really been that much ILV on the market outside, basically. So right now the fully market capitalization is pretty much 500 million, more or less. You have to deduct a couple, so you can even say it's maybe 450, 400. But that's about it. And I personally, I think if the Illuvium bet is going to play out well in the future, then this could actually be a very cheap price. You're talking about a 10x, 20x, or even 50x from here, which is theoretically possible, but of course, not a guaranteed thing to happen. Can happen, can maybe it doesn't happen. Who knows? All depends on how the project is going to be accepted by the gaming community as well. And of course, I would recommend you to not just shoot your shot and shoot everything at once. I would highly recommend you to set up your strategy, follow it around, keep to your strategy, and of course, DCA into it in case you haven't already, at least in case you're actually interested in the project itself. Of course, I'd love to see even lower prices. If we go to, if you go 50% lower from here, then we're just talking about like 200 million, 250 million market capitalization, which should actually be an amazing entry point. At least that's what I feel. In case Illuvium does deliver on its future games. I'm not just talking about the Illuvium TFT variant, but also all the other future Illuvium games that we can expect, which could actually be like an RTS game, shooters, and so forth. So that's what I would like to see for the future, and that's where I feel a market capitalization of a couple billion is easily validated and justified. However, we are not just there yet. It's going to be taking years from that to actually um, be able to justify such a valuation. So right now, I feel it's just fine sitting at 50, 60, or even just $40. And I'm just going to build up on my position from this point on, just like I did before. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll, of course, cover this project in the future too. And obviously, I won't just change my strategy as easy as that. And I can't understand people who are saying, oh, now it's just not worth anything. Crypto isn't a thing anymore. Like, there's just so many people who sell all their crypto that I've seen recently that I just can't really get into my head. Like, why get into such projects or in crypto in general if you can't really afford to lose your capital and risk, then you either haven't really done your research, or you have invested way much more than you should have, or you weren't really made to be an investor in terms of crypto and or stocks. So just sit back, add to your position, and or follow your former strategy, and then you'll be good. That's my personal opinion on this. And Illuvium, personally, I feel wasn't really hit as hard. If you compare it to ETH, it looks alright, I would say. So Illuvium did okay. Pretty much been just following the ETH direction, and that's pretty much about it. Actually looks a little bit better than ETH at the moment, at least from how it got hit by the FTX crash. Anyway, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoys. As always, let's discuss in the comments, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.